Procrastination. We've all experienced it. It's that nagging feeling that keeps us from starting or completing tasks, no matter how important they are. It's a universal struggle that affects people from all walks of life. It's that voice inside our heads telling us to put off tasks until tomorrow, even when we know we should be tackling them today. This internal dialogue can be incredibly persuasive, convincing us that we'll be more prepared or motivated later. Procrastination can affect all areas of our lives, from work and school to personal goals and relationships. It doesn't discriminate. Whether you're a student, a professional, or a homemaker, procrastination can sneak into your daily routine and wreak havoc. It can lead to feelings of stress, guilt, and overwhelm. But there is hope. Understanding that procrastination is a common issue is the first step towards addressing it. You're not alone in this struggle, and there are ways to combat it. By understanding the causes of procrastination and implementing practical strategies, we can overcome this common challenge and unlock our full potential. Procrastination isn't laziness. It's often a complex response to various emotional and psychological factors. It's a way of coping with difficult emotions. When faced with a daunting task, our brains might choose to delay it to avoid feelings of anxiety, fear, or inadequacy. This coping mechanism, while temporarily comforting, can lead to long-term consequences. We might procrastinate because we're afraid of failing, or because we feel like we're not good enough. These fears can be paralyzing, making it difficult to take the first step. Recognizing these underlying emotions is crucial in addressing procrastination. Whatever the reason, procrastination is a learned behavior that can be unlearned. By breaking tasks into smaller, manageable steps, we can make them seem less intimidating. This approach can help us build momentum and gradually overcome the habit of procrastination. The first step to overcoming procrastination is to understand why we do it. Self-reflection and analysis can provide valuable insights into our procrastination patterns. Keeping a journal or a log of our thoughts and actions can help identify triggers and develop strategies to counteract them. Once we understand the root causes, we can start to develop strategies for change. This might include setting clear, achievable goals, creating a structured schedule, and using tools like timers or apps to stay on track. Experimenting with different techniques can help find what works best for you. With effort and practice, we can break free from the chains of procrastination and achieve our goals. Celebrating small victories along the way can boost our motivation and reinforce positive behaviors. Remember, overcoming procrastination is a journey, not a destination. This essay will provide you with practical tips and tools to help you beat procrastination and start living a more productive and fulfilling life. From time management techniques to mindset shifts, you'll find a variety of strategies to suit your needs. It's time to take control of your time and your life. Let's get started. By committing to change and taking proactive steps, you can transform your habits and achieve the success you desire. The journey to overcoming procrastination begins now. One of the most common causes of procrastination is fear of failure. We put off starting a task because we're afraid of not being good enough or not succeeding. This fear can be paralyzing, preventing us from even taking the first step. We imagine the disappointment of our loved ones, the judgment of our peers, and the sting of our perceived inadequacy. The weight of these expectations can feel overwhelming, leading us to avoid the task altogether. However, it's essential to remember that failure is a natural part of the learning process. Every successful person has faced setbacks and learned from their mistakes. Instead of viewing failure as a negative outcome, try to reframe it as an opportunity for growth. Embrace the challenge and focus on the lessons you can learn along the way. Remember that progress, not perfection, is the key to success. By shifting our perspective on failure, we can reduce the fear and anxiety associated with starting new tasks. This allows us to approach our goals with a more positive and productive mindset. Perfectionism is another common culprit behind procrastination. We strive for unattainable standards, believing that anything less than perfect is unacceptable. We spend hours tweaking and refining our work, never feeling quite satisfied with the outcome. This pursuit of flawlessness can lead to endless delays and prevent us from completing tasks altogether. The irony is that perfectionism often masks a deep-seated fear of judgment and criticism. We believe that if our work is perfect, we can avoid negative feedback and protect ourselves from feelings of inadequacy. However, this pursuit of an impossible ideal can be incredibly damaging to our productivity and well-being. It's important to remember that done is better than perfect. Striving for excellence is admirable, but striving for an unattainable ideal is a recipe for frustration and procrastination. Instead of aiming for perfection, focus on creating your best work within a reasonable time frame. Remember that progress is more important than perfection. By embracing imperfection and focusing on continuous improvement, we can break free from the chains of perfectionism and unlock our true potential. Section 4. Lack of motivation, finding your drive. In this section, we will explore the reasons behind our lack of motivation and how to reignite our drive. Sometimes, procrastination stems from a simple lack of motivation. We find ourselves staring blankly at our screens or doodling in our notepads, unable to muster the energy to start. We may find the task boring, uninteresting, or irrelevant to our goals. This disinterest can make even the simplest tasks feel like monumental challenges. Without a clear sense of purpose, it's easy to lose focus and put off our responsibilities. Our minds wander, and we find ourselves distracted by anything and everything. Identifying the root cause of our lack of motivation is crucial. We need to dig deep and understand why we feel this way. Are we genuinely disinterested in the task, or is it a symptom of something deeper? Sometimes our lack of motivation is a sign of underlying issues that need to be addressed. Perhaps we're feeling burned out, overwhelmed, or unsure of our direction. These feelings can paralyze us, making it difficult to take the first step. Once we've identified the source of our apathy, we can begin to address it. Reflecting on our feelings and brainstorming solutions can help us find a way forward. If the task is truly uninspiring, can we delegate it or find a way to make it more engaging? Collaboration with colleagues can also bring new perspectives and energy to the task. If our lack of motivation is a symptom of burnout, it's essential to prioritize self-care and set healthy boundaries. Taking time to recharge can rejuvenate our spirits and restore our drive. Remember that motivation often follows action. Sometimes the mere act of starting can create the momentum we need. Sometimes the best way to spark our drive is to simply start working on the task, even if we don't feel particularly inspired. Organizing our workspace and setting small, manageable goals can make the task feel less daunting. The momentum we gain from taking action can often fuel our motivation and help us power through procrastination. Celebrating small wins along the way can also boost our confidence and keep us moving forward. Reflecting on our progress and acknowledging our achievements, no matter how small, can reinforce our sense of purpose and drive. It's important to recognize and celebrate the steps we've taken, as they pave the way for future success. Setting new goals and planning our next steps can keep our motivation alive. By continuously challenging ourselves and striving for growth, we can maintain our drive and stay focused on our long-term objectives. Finding our drive is an ongoing process. It requires self-awareness, reflection, and a willingness to take action. But with the right mindset and strategies, we can overcome procrastination and achieve our goals. Section 5. Overwhelmed and uncertain, breaking down the wall. The feeling of being overwhelmed is a major contributor to procrastination. It's a common experience that many of us face in our daily lives, whether at work, school, or even in our personal projects. When faced with a large or complex task, it's easy to feel daunted and unsure of where to begin. The sheer volume of work can make us feel paralyzed, leading to a cycle of avoidance and stress. This uncertainty can lead to avoidance and delay as we struggle to wrap our heads around the sheer magnitude of the task at hand. The more we delay, the more the task seems to grow in size and complexity, further increasing our sense of overwhelm. Unclear goals can also contribute to feelings of overwhelm and procrastination. When our objectives are not well defined, it becomes challenging to know where to focus our efforts. Without a well-defined roadmap, it's easy to feel lost and directionless, unsure of what steps to take or how to measure our progress. This lack of clarity can make even the simplest tasks seem insurmountable. This lack of clarity can lead to indecision and delay as we struggle to make headway. The constant back and forth in our minds about what to do next can be mentally exhausting and further hinder our progress. The key to overcoming overwhelm is to break down large tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. By doing so, we can tackle each part of the task individually, making the overall project feel less daunting. By creating a clear plan of action, we can transform a seemingly insurmountable challenge into a series of achievable milestones. Each small victory builds our confidence and keeps us motivated to continue. This approach allows us to focus on one step at a time, reducing feelings of overwhelm and building momentum as we progress towards our goal. Taking a moment to breathe and center ourselves can also help in maintaining a calm and focused mindset. Similarly, setting clear and specific goals provides a sense of direction and purpose, making it easier to stay motivated and on track. When we know exactly what we want to achieve, it becomes simpler to map out the steps needed to get there. By establishing well-defined objectives, we can eliminate ambiguity and create a roadmap for success. This roadmap serves as a guide, helping us navigate through the complexities of our tasks with confidence. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Each step, no matter how small, brings us closer to our ultimate goal. Embrace the process, stay focused, and keep moving forward. Celebrate your small victories along the way. Each milestone achieved is a testament to your hard work and determination. These moments of success can provide the motivation needed to tackle the next step with renewed energy. Take time to reflect on your progress. Acknowledge how far you've come and the obstacles you've overcome. This reflection can provide valuable insights and reinforce your commitment to your goals. Sharing your journey with others can also be incredibly beneficial. Whether it's seeking advice, sharing your achievements, or simply talking about your challenges, having a support system can make the process feel less isolating and more manageable. Keep your vision in sight. Remind yourself of why you started and what you hope to achieve. This vision can serve as a powerful motivator, helping you stay focused and driven even when the going gets tough. Finally, don't forget to take breaks and practice self-care. Overwhelm can often be mitigated by giving ourselves the time to rest and recharge. A balanced approach to work and relaxation can enhance our productivity and overall well-being. With a clear plan, well-defined goals, and a supportive mindset, we can break down the walls of overwhelm and procrastination. Step by step, we can achieve our goals and realize our full potential.